Yo, so I got a plan. I got a plan. It just came to me, but I should have known this already. And I'm excited to tell you guys about it because I want to see I want to see how committed you guys are to freedom of speech and the First Amendment. We're going to put this theory that I have to test. So I'm going to wait for some people to get on here. And this for real is going to be a shorter live stream. I'm going to, as always, pull up the chat in my second screen here. I mean, actually, I can see it on the same screen, so this is probably fine. Florida checking in, NYC checking in, Mama Ames. What's good, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. I rewatched that live stream from yesterday. It actually didn't look that bad with it cutting in and out. I think I've been interrupted so many times with my live streams now that I know what to do. I just relaunch it really quick, and then it looks like it just picks up where I left off. I think because from me recording it, like the relay time is delayed, so I'm able to relaunch it before you guys notice it. I don't know. For whatever reason, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I was getting pissed. That's why I ended it kind of early. I could have talked for probably another 15, 20 minutes. Yes, please hit the like button. Please share it. If you're new to the channel, appreciate your support. Thank you for subbing. I try to read everybody's comments. If I could, I would respond to every single comment I get because I love reading you guys' comments. And it's great, but there's too many. There's too many to obviously respond to, but I still do try to read as many as I can. So for those of you that are saying like, hey, I'm a new sub, I appreciate you guys for doing that. But got a good crowd watching, so I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So I've been thinking about this. How can we overcome and fight back against this tyranny from big tech? So there's a couple things we can do. There's a number of things we can do, but I'm going to just start with the most simple one, and it's a challenge to you. I'm issuing a challenge to all of you guys, okay? Here's what I want you guys to do. If you guys are committed to fighting censorship, here's how we do it. Now, I've talked about setting up YouTube channels. Yes, we need more patriots talking and putting their voice out there, getting truth out there. However, I do understand that some of you, a lot of us don't want to, put ourselves on camera. We don't feel articulate, yada, yada, yada. For whatever reason, you don't want to put yourself on camera. You don't want to record videos yourself. Here's what you can do. And this idea came to me this morning as I came across a YouTube channel, this random channel called, and I already prepared for this to be demonetized, InfoWars Fans. And basically what they're doing is they're uploading all the InfoWars shows. And I'm like, dang, this must be a new channel because they've only got like, each video only has like 10 views, couple upvotes, couple downvotes, not many comments. I'm like, this must be a brand new channel, but it's not the first that I've seen. So basically what I'm getting at, I don't want to be long-winded here. There's no reason why every single one of you doesn't set up a YouTube channel solely for the purpose of uploading InfoWars content. Because here's the thing. Eventually, yeah, YouTube will probably catch it and delete your channel. But that's it. No cops are showing up to your door to handcuff you. There will be no charges brought upon you. You won't be taxed or charged or nothing. The only penalty for sharing InfoWars content on YouTube is you get the channel deleted. Now, here's why it's important. It doesn't matter what you personally think about InfoWars. It doesn't matter. What matters is YouTube said InfoWars is bad. They can't be on the internet. We don't like them. So we're going to shut them down. There was a channel called the Resistance News Network, and I believe they had like 40,000 some subs. That channel just randomly got deleted last month, and I was bummed about it because they were posting all of InfoWars content. I was bummed that they got deleted, but I also understood why. I'm like, oh, because they were posting InfoWars stuff. I'm like, shoot, man, dang it. And I just kind of let it go. I'm like, well, damn, maybe there will be another one. When in reality, there should have been another one popping up right after that. So what I'm saying is, imagine this, right? Let's just wave a magic wand for a second. I've got 37,000 subs right now, roughly. Imagine if 37,000 people all set up some random YouTube channel, went to Infowars.com, uploaded their shows every single day. Let's say half of you get deleted, then half more come back up. You're uploading their content every single day. So you're rebelling against their authoritarianism right there on the spot. They can't continue to do this. For every channel that gets deleted, another one pops up and another one pops up. In the meantime, it's reaching more people, regardless of what you say, mainstream media. So you got to respect the fact that they're not mainstream. They rebel against mainstream. I have a big problem with mainstream, even Fox News now. With this latest Tucker, I believe, and a few other people, I think maybe Laura Ingraham. Tucker's the only one that just outright said, like, is Infowars really that dangerous? And it's not just Infowars. So don't hear this as commit yourself to Infowars and upload all their content. I'm saying you can do this for anybody else that's been banned. And it doesn't just have to be on YouTube. It could be on Instagram. It could be on Facebook. Set up a dummy YouTube or set up a dummy email account. Create a Facebook page, create a YouTube channel. You don't have to be involved. It's only tied to a dummy email account. Upload this content, because uploading the content does two things, as I just mentioned. Number one, you're rebelling. Thousands of channels sharing the same stuff. We can overwhelm the platform with this information. So you do that. Some people who do the same thing. You know, I just got done watching. I think she's nearly as talented as the other, like, Man on the Street, like Millie Weaver and them. She's still pretty decent. She goes out and records stuff, goes to college campuses, and then when they write those hit piece articles on her, she goes back in and she debunks the lie. She debunked the lie from Yahoo News. A simple lie to debunk, where they said, like, oh yeah, there's a girl that was in the video and she said this, called 911, blah blah blah. She's like, look, here's the proof. Here's the proof. They're lying. Why do they need to lie? All the evidence was right there in my 15-minute video. It's little tiny stuff like that that will red pill people who are brainwashed by the media. Brainwashed. There are people, friends and family, I know people that believe the mainstream media. They're like, this is my source of information. When I want to know what's going on in the world, I turn on my TV. I turn on the Tell Live Vision. They don't know it's the Tell Live Vision yet, but something like that, something as small as, look, not everything is what you think. That little tiny thing, that's planting a seed. That's really all you can do, is plant a seed. You can't necessarily change their mind in that moment, but what you can do is plant a seed that we can do right now. I mean, if I didn't already have 2 YouTube channels, I would do it. That's honestly what I would do. And I just got this inspired thought today, and I decided I'm going to go live and tell people. So I challenge every single one of you to get at least, if you have the most random Yahoo email account, doesn't matter. Set up a YouTube channel, go to Infowars, upload the War Room or the Alex Jones show. They're like 3 hours long. Upload it on YouTube. Upload it, tell me about it, and then I'll tell everyone else, go sub to this channel. And then you can tell people, go sub to this, check this out, check this out. This way you're keeping Infowars on YouTube against YouTube's wishes, which YouTube's wishes, they're just subject to whatever the government's telling them. They're getting pressure from the government. I don't think these corporations truly want to be regulated. They want to be left alone because it's stressful on them when they're getting pressure from mainstream media to, oh, you need to do something about this. We don't like all of these YouTube channels growing organically. Why is Mark Dice getting more views than Don Lemon? Okay, well, let's rig the algorithms in their favor. So when you type in anything, for example, if you typed in Infowars right now on YouTube, you're going to get at least 100 authoritative news sources. You're going to get ABC News, PBS, CBS, MSNBC, all of those videos just debunk, and they're all to shape public opinion. That's it. It's like, hey, you might have been searching for Infowars. Here's what you need to know. Here's what we think you need to know. Here's how we want you to think. This is crazy. This is what pisses me off, because I was on Facebook this morning too, and I typed in Infowars just out of curiosity. I'm like, has anyone uploaded anything to say like, screw you, I'm going to do this anyway. I was curious, did someone upload and share any Alex Jones or InfoWars content on Facebook? Nobody did that I saw. It wasn't a super long search. However, there were several videos with InfoWars content on there, but it was people smearing and attacking InfoWars. So not only are you taking them off of the internet, not allowing them to talk, but you're going to smear them and they can't even defend themselves in the public town square. This is where modern day discourse happens. This is where it's happening. It's happening online. In order to fully express yourself and function and be well adjusted in today's society, you have to use the internet. Some of you are like, I don't do Facebook. I don't like Facebook. Well, why? Why don't we create our own mob and make them submit to our demands? If the left can do it, why can't people who are proponents of free speech do it? Tell me why. Tell me why we can't. People are always like, what can we do, man? This sucks. It's time to take action. So that is an actionable item right there that everybody can do. Whether you like Facebook or not, that's not important. What's important is freedom of speech. We're only going to be more ingrained in the internet going forward. It's only going to be more a part of our lives. So at some point, it's going to be like, okay, rejecting social media is like saying, I'm not going to have a cell phone. I'm going to keep my landline. You don't want to be that person. You can't be that person. It doesn't work. You can't function. Think about what people are like resistant to getting a cell phone. They all have cell phones now because that's the way the world is going. That's how I see it. So I really want to see if any of you, and I'm about to read the comments in a second. So I want to see if any of you are bold enough, brave enough, and it's really not even that bold or brave. The worst thing that's going to happen to you is you get the channel deleted. But find somebody, I don't care if it's Gavin McGinnis, I don't care if it's Milo, I don't care who it is, set up an account, start posting their stuff, kind of like what Snoop said. What Snoop did, he's like, hey, everybody post Louis Farrakhan stuff, even though Snoop didn't do it, but that's a whole nother story. He's a hypocrite. That's the left. Do as I say, not as I do. What I'm saying is everybody should be uploading some kind of content that goes against their rules. Purposely violate their terms. Do it. That's what I'm saying. And I want to say because I watched Laura Loomer had a video, I think yesterday. I just watched it this morning. She went to the headquarters of Facebook with she had a camera crew and everything. She went there to obviously try to, fight her case. And she's like, talking to these police officers because Facebook headquarters is private property. The police came out, or their security guards. They're like, yeah, they don't want you here. You got to leave. You can do it on your own, or we can prosecute you. We can get gangster if you want. And so she's like saying, this isn't fair that these billionaires, Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg get to have all this power and they can dictate speech and who gets to have what opinions and blah, blah, blah. And she was pretty much going off. She's mad, rightfully so. Okay. Here's my thing, Laura. I'm with you. I don't want you banned from the internet. However, play the long game. Lawyer up. This was a high profile deplatforming. That needs to translate to a high profile lawsuit. Right? Facebook is not a squeaky clean corporation. They're not. They've already been busted doing so many other things before. There's a laundry list of things Facebook has done wrong in the past, recent past. So they don't get to pat themselves on the back too hard. Like, look at us. We made the world a better place. We banned dangerous people. The world's going to be safer now. Paul Joseph Watson can't talk on our platform. Cool. Yay. Look at us. Facebook. It's like, yeah, wait a minute. You guys have been in violation of a lot of rights too. You guys have done a lot of shady shit behind people's backs. So you're not squeaky clean yourselves. I mean, I fully expect Paul Joseph Watson to lawyer up. I saw him tweeting about it. I think Farrakhan should lawyer up. I don't think he cares that much, honestly. I feel like social media is a generational thing. The man's 86 years old, I believe, or he's turning 86 this year. He personally probably doesn't care, but He's got proteges, he's got minions, he's got people behind him that care a whole lot more than he does. And they're probably looking into lawyering up. Let's fight this. Let's fight the system. Doesn't matter if you're left, right, Democrat, Republican, if you love Trump, hate InfoWars, Alex Jones, doesn't matter. This is about freedom of speech, the First Amendment, the right to express yourself. And the best way to combat this recent wave of censorship is to multiply it, fan it out all over the internet. Am I right or am I right? I want to read your comments. I mean, I know I'm right, but I just want to know if you guys, somebody's got to agree with me. I want to see at least one person commit to setting up a YouTube channel. It'd take you 10 minutes to go to InfoWars. I'll even give you the links to do it. But the thing is, it's got to be quick. I want to see it quick and rapid. Get that stuff on YouTube, because I was like, man, if only InfoWars were on YouTube, that would be my one-stop shop again. I wouldn't have to go to the app to see their stuff. Because the thing is, I don't agree with everything on there, but I like different ideas. I like hearing people's ideas. I like different information. I definitely like anything that attacks the establishment. So that includes an InfoWars. So Mark Dice put out information on Congress so people can contact their rep. Yeah, cool. That works too. But don't you think that they know that we're pissed? They know. The thing is, they don't care. I told you guys yesterday, both Florida senators, Marco Rubio and Rick Scott, they are still, I bet if I pull up their Twitter right now, they're tweeting about Venezuela and how we need military intervention. That's it. That's all they're talking about. They only care about what's going on in other countries. It's like, who cares if we go and fix Venezuela? Cool, yeah, but our borders are open and people are going to flood our country. So what does it matter if we fix Venezuela if the freest country in the world collapses? We're the beacon of hope for the world. People are flocking to our borders for a reason. So you want to go save that country. Meanwhile, this country gets destroyed. What's the point? So yeah, all these senators, congressmen, call these people. You can take matters into your own hands. I don't agree with outsourcing the management of what you have the power to control. You can't control the weather, but you can take an umbrella with you when you go. You can dress for the weather. You can roll up your windows. You can turn on your AC. You can control your personal climate, but you can't control the main climate. That's something else. Humans aren't controlling the climate. That's what I'm getting at. But I'm saying, calling your congressman and senator, okay, I just left a voicemail. I hope they hear it. Yeah, I did my part, guys. Does that feel good? Does that really feel good? Like I called someone and left a voicemail. I mean, yeah, you probably should do it. That should be part of it. But you can also take matters into your own hands. That's the point. The whole reason these channels, these platforms are getting banned is because they took matters into their own hands. They're not saying, be honest, CNN. I want you to tell the truth. They're like, man, we're just going to counter you. We're going to tell the truth. You can lie because you have to commit to your lies. You have to keep lying about your lies. And you have to keep it going. We can just tell the truth and it's just going to stand. It's like, look, here's the footage. Here's the footage of people flooding a border. They said it's a manufactured crisis. Look at this video of people climbing over the walls to get into our country. The footage is, the truth is right out there. You can do, you can attack this so much easier than trying to involve some shady, corrupt politician that has their own agenda. So yeah, you should call your politician. I agree with that. I agree with Mark Dice, but I don't think it should stop there. I'm saying go a step further. Calls are ignored. Donna said calls are ignored. She's absolutely right. Think about how many calls they get from people who are people who want other stuff. They're probably getting calls like, you guys aren't going far enough with this censorship. So you're competing with a bunch of leftists that are probably calling their congressmen, senators like, Green New Deal, please. Hello. Remember those kids went and stormed Dianne Feinstein's office? Those brainwashed kids went in there talking about Green New Deal. AOC said my teacher in AOC said the world's going to end in 12 years. How am I going to go to college and find my future husband? These kids are being lied to by propagandists. They're going through K through 12, which is just indoctrination, public indoctrination camps. And they're going to their congressmen and senators saying all this stuff. So you have to deal with that. You're competing with that. So let me find your comments because I'm excited to see which of you is going to, and let me know now because I see you've been chatting for a while, which of you is going to set up a YouTube channel incognito. You don't have to put your face out there, nothing. Set up a dummy Gmail account, create a YouTube channel, go to Infowars.com, click download, click upload, tell me about it. I'll share it. I'll share the information and the link because obviously I don't want to put it on my channel and get censored. I bet this might get demonetized. I don't care because it's not about the money for me. It's about the preservation of freedoms, our God-given rights. It's your God-given right to express yourself. We're intellectual beings. God made us intellectual beings so we can express ourselves and be creative, and that's in the world. And you got a handful of people telling us you don't get to do that because your opinions are wrong. I think your opinions are dangerous. So we're going to ban you from the internet, because reasons. You're done. You're done online. No, we're going to fight that because we're going to have a bunch of people setting up YouTube channels. So who's going to do it? I'm looking at the comments, guys. Come on. At least one person should be committed to doing this. Don't be afraid. Most of you don't even have avatars right now. You have all these, some of you have like super random names. You can easily do this, man. We are being banned because of the 2020 election. Are you going to fight it? Okay, perfect. Who do we have? Who do we have here? Sator. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Perfect. Good. So here's what I want you to do. Set up your channel. Email me, MikeNificent813@gmail.com. Just email me and let me know, like, hey, I set it up. It's good to go, blah, blah, blah. Here's the name of the channel. Let me know because then I'm going to tell people about it. I'm going to tell people on Facebook. I'm going to tell people on Twitter. I'm going to tell people on YouTube. Go sub to this channel. Tell 10 friends. Tell 20 friends. Tell each of your friends to tell 10 people. And again, not just InfoWars. I know that it's kind of weird because InfoWars, I use InfoWars because they've been banned from everything, all social media, whereas Paul Joseph Watson's still on YouTube. He's still on Twitter. Laura Loomer's still on YouTube, and she's still on, I think Laura Loomer's just on YouTube, actually. But InfoWars is the only platform they've been deplatformed on all social media accounts. They're not anywhere. But you can seriously share. Milo's been banned from YouTube, I'm pretty sure. Even if it's just like some random 2-minute interview he did, get that stuff on the internet. Faye said, you always say just what I'm thinking, Mike. Patriots must stick together. I'm assuming. Never stop standing up for what's right. That's what I'm saying. Let's put our money where our mouth is. Let's not just talk about it. Let's not just bitch about it in the chat. Like, ooh, I'm going to type this and hit send. Watch this. Take action. This is our freedom. It's at stake right now. And I'm passionate about this because I've been thinking, how can we combat this censorship? You think about all of the people who control our everything, the people who control the information we take in from the minute we wake up to the minute we go to sleep. They're all in these coastal liberal enclaves. Every single tech giant is in that little shit-filled hub in San Francisco. All the tech giants are in San Francisco. The rest of the media, mainstream media outlets are in New York City, Washington, D.C., L.A. They're on the coast. They're in liberal enclaves. They're in echo chambers. They don't even acknowledge that there's a far left. They don't acknowledge it. They don't even recognize that terminology. Right? So how do we fight back? How do we fight back? That's how we fight back. We storm them. Storm them. So for everybody that's planning on setting up a channel or an Instagram, again, you don't have to show your face. You can make up a name, hide behind it like a keyboard warrior does. Everyone that calls me Uncle Tom and Coon, they don't have faces. There's an avatar. There's a keyboard warrior. Do the same thing, only use it for good. Use your incognito status for good. Fight big tech censorship. Set up a YouTube channel. Set up Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. and start posting InfoWars. Start posting Laura Loomer. Post Paul Joseph Watson. Take Paul Joseph Watson YouTube videos and put them on Facebook and let it get shared 10, 15,000 times. At some point, they're going to have to answer to it. So we attack it from that angle. Hopefully, people like Laura Loomer, instead of Laura Loomer making these videos like, I'm going to go to the Facebook headquarters and get something done. It's like, that's not strategic. Why don't you? I don't know if you can afford a lawyer. I don't know Laura Loomer like that. I don't know. Set up a GoFundMe. There are people who will fund your efforts to combat this. This is high profile. It's in the news. People know who you are. The Streisand effect is working in your favor now. There are people who didn't even know who Laura Loomer was. I didn't even know who she was until she climbed over Nancy Pelosi's fence or whatever at her house. That was great, by the way. Laura Loomer, I didn't know who she was. But now that I know who she was, now that I know who she is, I'm saying she can do a whole lot more than what she's doing. She needs to lawyer up and sue the pants off of them. Get this case in front of the Supreme Court where we have a conservative majority. Eventually, one of these cases is going to go up to the Supreme Court. Hit Facebook in the wallet. Hit them where it hurts. They're already spiraling out of control as it is. That's how you do it. We can chop their legs out from under them. That's how we do it, man. She needs to set it. Yeah. Lewis said that's true. She should set up a GoFundMe. Laura Loomer and all of them need to. I think Paul Joseph Watson at least is planning on lawyering up. He said he's in touch with one of the most prominent lawyers in the UK. You know, he doesn't live over here. That's the thing. This is international. It's not just unique to our country. These people were censored because they told the truth. Not because they're violent and dangerous, because they tell the truth, because they're effective, because they're reaching people, because they don't toe the line of the leftist narrative. So we can help them out by keeping their content alive on the internet. Keep their content alive. Keep their memories alive on the internet. It's pretty much like they're dead in the internet world. But they don't have to be. Not if you guys care about the First Amendment. If you guys care about free speech, at least 10 of you will do this. At least. Otherwise, you're just complaining. If you're not willing to take action, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Call your congressmen, senators, whatever, but don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. We can fight this from within. We don't actually. Here's the thing. Wouldn't it be better if we could just force these companies to change as opposed to handing it over to the federal government, which goes completely against what I said yesterday. Like, they need to crack down. We need to regulate it. Treat it like the food industry. Treat it like the FCC does. That was yesterday, okay? We won't bring up the past. I actually had more time to think about this. And yes, while that would be effective, I would like it better if it was a hands-off approach. The government already wants to control everything we do as it is. And they can get tyrannical, as we see in Venezuela and China and other countries and thousands of countries throughout history. Tyranny is inevitable. These centralized power structures always tilt towards tyranny. We can forego all of that if we can just unify now and do this. You know, set up channels, please, guys. I know I said I was going to read the comments, but when I get fired up, I just keep rolling. So I got one person that committed to setting up a channel, and he or she or whoever, they're going to email me, MikeNificent813@gmail.com. Just email me a link to your channel when it's set up. And it's so easy. I'm pretty sure if you just go to Infowars.com and click on shows, I think once you click on the actual show, there's a download link beneath it. And I know that Alex Jones in the past has said, you know, all of our content is 100%. We allow you to share it. There's links underneath. Download it and share it. They encourage it. They're encouraging it now more than ever before. I'm also thinking about, maybe I shouldn't say it. Just stay tuned. I'm working on something right now. You guys will be informed if and when it happens, but I'm working on something that's pretty important. That's going to, that's in line with the cause. I'll just say that much, but stay tuned for that. But That's how we can do this, guys. I just feel really strongly about it. So, yes, we must unite. Donna said she's doing it. Shout out to Donna. Appreciate you, Donna. Donna's doing it. Who else? Buffalo Buzz is doing it. I love you guys. This is great. This is amazing. Shelly's doing it. I've got some commit. I'm telling you, for every single one of you that sets up one of these channels, I am going to make sure that it's worth your time, which is actually isn't even a lot of your time. You can do all of this within 15 minutes and send an email to me by the end of the day, and I'll start promoting it. I'll start saying, hey guys, if there's certain content, I'll figure out a way to let people know. Because here's the thing, I'm risking some things. Like, I'm pretty sure I could get demonetized. YouTube could give me a channel strike, but I'm not sharing their content on my channel. Right? I know they create a transcript or whatever. They can hear everything I'm saying right now. They know what I'm saying, but I don't care because I'm not saying anything hateful or dangerous or violent. I'm standing up for the freedom of speech that everybody has a right to. Everybody. They're trying to take it away. These moral arbiters. It's what they think they are. Mark Zuckerberg has decided whose opinion is important. Facebook has more power than the government. The government can't even stop you from talking. Mama Ames has committed to it. What? Mike, I will do it. Can you tell me how? Yes, email me. MikeNificent813@gmail.com. Flood my inbox with your channel. And if you don't want to use the current email address that you have that you're chatting with now, I totally get that. I understand that. I get that. If you want to keep Mama Ames and all these other people, your names on here, that's fine. But set up another one. Make this happen. Because I actually enjoy their content, and I would love to be able to see more of it on YouTube. And there's only one way to do that. Snoop Dogg said it best. They can't censor all of us. It's too bad that Snoop is he's just what's the word I'm looking for? He's an opportunist. Snoop doesn't care. He doesn't care. He just wants attention. He's 50-year-old gang-banging rapper who hates the president, doesn't know what's going on half the time. He's an idiot. Let's just call it what it is. Snoop is an idiot. Snoop just wanted some attention. And while, yeah, he probably has respect for Farrakhan, cool, whatever. How much does Snoop really care about the cause if he's going to tell his millions of followers to post all this stuff about Farrakhan and he himself doesn't even do it? He's so fake. That's fake, man. But Snoop still had a great point, and it inspired me to have this conversation with you guys right now. Because he's right. They can't ban all of us. If everybody's committed to posting this, what are they going to do? Are you just going to ban half of your platform? Okay. Well, if you did that, I guess you're losing money too. You're losing advertisers. You're losing revenue. So that's how we fight back, guys. And if it were up to me, I would have all these other YouTubers who are much larger than me do the same thing. At least talk about it for a second. If they really care about freedom of speech. I'm not saying I have the end all be all answer, but that's a pretty solid plan. That's a solid plan. I would go so far as to say it's foolproof unless they change their guidelines. It's like, we must review your video before it uploads. That would be the only thing. But at least then it forces them to be consistent with the content they allow on their platform. So like I said, you can watch a mass shooting right now on Facebook. Right now, there's some gangbangers on YouTube, on Facebook, live streaming crime right now. I guarantee it. I've seen hundreds, if not thousands of videos of gangbangers in Chicago showing guns, smoking weed, chopping up bricks, doing all kind of stuff, live streaming it. But Facebook doesn't have a problem with it. Instead, they have a problem with Paul Joseph Watson being edgy or Milo saying something. That's what they have a problem with. Or Hamas. Hamas is still on there. Antifa's on there. There are sex offenders with Facebook accounts. I'd like to think that they shouldn't be on Facebook because kids have Facebook. But hey, what do I know? I don't know. Anyways, guys, I want to wrap it up. It's already been 35 minutes. See, I can get on a roll and I can just keep going. And please subscribe to the backup channel, Magnificent 813 or Uncut, whatever it is. I'm in the process of changing it to 813 so it's consistent with all my other social media. But sub to the backup channel. Starting this week, I'm going to be uploading content there, probably just my normal videos. I haven't decided yet if this channel will be for live streams and the smaller one will be for videos that tend to get more engagement. I'll figure it out. It won't be hard for you guys to tell which one's which. But sub to the backup channel so that in the event anything happens to this channel, you guys still have a way to find my content. And for the rest of you, I'm going to say it one last time, and then I'm seriously wrapping up. If you care about the First Amendment and you want to be active, if you want to be an active participant in combating censorship, the best thing you can do is keep the content of those that were banned online. Keep it online. Sacrifice a dummy Gmail account in the name of free speech. It's not hard. There's very little risk. There's absolutely no risk other than the time you put in to set up a YouTube channel and upload content. So once you've done that, for those of you that said you're going to do it, send me an email with the links and the name of the channel, but links more importantly to those channels so that we can get that information out to the people. And I'm hoping that it's not just YouTube. Facebook, if you can do it on Facebook, set up one of those fan pages, because here's the thing. I think Facebook actually might be more effective than YouTube, because every single video that I've released on Facebook gets almost double the views, if not triple the views that it gets on YouTube, because of that share button. People share content on Facebook all the time. If they like something, even if it's a silly meme, a cat video, they share it. Most people share stuff on Facebook, and you'll reach way more people on Facebook. So if you're committed to that, and there are actual pages on Facebook that says like InfoWars fans, free Alex Jones, there are a lot of those pages right now, but I don't know if they're uploading content, if they're scared to, because they set it up a long time ago and it's tied to their main email address. I don't know what it is about the status of some of those pages, but for whatever reason, they may not be uploading InfoWars stuff. But for you, you know what it is. You know what you're signing up for, and you know that there's ultimately no risk to you. You're not going to go to jail for it. You're just spitting in the face of these censoring arbiters. That's pretty much what you're doing. So I hope that you guys are willing to do this on Facebook and YouTube. If there were two platforms, I say you should do it. Facebook and YouTube. Don't worry about Instagram. That's just for pictures. Instagram is whatever. Same thing with Twitter. So guys, please do that. Love you. Appreciate you. Shout out to those that super chatted. Shout out to the moderator. Shout out to the new subs. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Follow me on all the social media accounts. Send me those emails with your channels if you're going to do that. And I'll catch you guys in the next live stream or video. Peace.